Hello everybody, we've been cracking on with this tunnel frame again. We've got the base rail on, and today I'm going to crack on with this side rail. I'm going to do a little bit at a time, so I've still got a lot of gardening to do, and I've got other things to do today in the polytunnel behind you. So we're going to crack on, get this side rail done hopefully. So I've just spent 5 minutes getting these extra fittings on. This is one of the corner bracing ones for the side rails. You can see the wood attaches here and behind here. And moving over to the next one, this actually came fitted. I fitted that when I put the foundation tubes on, before the hoops went on, because that needs to go on the hoops. It's completely circular. Again, the side rail fits along there. Same up here. And I'm just going to fit the last one up over here now. So this bracket comes in just a few bits. There's a U-shaped washer bracket to go around the pole, and essentially these are exhaust clamps you find underneath your car, holding the exhaust pipe to the bodywork. I've got the same sort of clamps on my big tunnel. I bought them aftermarket. I bought them as exhaust clamps, much cheaper. So just tighten them up. Just finger tight. I've got to adjust them, get the right height anyway, and then we can think about getting the timber on. Now, my mate Andy was here yesterday and he helped me get this base rail down. Now, he's not here today, and that's my choice. He did offer to come down, but I'm doing mostly gardening, so I thought I'd crack on and do a little bit on my own. So a little bit of help I've got to offer up this side rail, drill it and fit it. I'm just going to turn this bracket round slightly, and with a bit of rope in hand, I'm going to rest that on there, and then I'm just going to tie this up. It's just an assistance, and it just allows you, it frees up your hands. I mean, you can use clamps if you want. I've got clamps in the shed, but I had the rope here, so. And this is just enough to get me started. Now, I've got two pieces to fit down this side, and we butted that one up yesterday because I had the extra pair of hands, and there's slack down there, there's extra. So it stands to reason I'm going to have extra on these two bits. So what I'll do is, once we're in final position and it's all butted up properly at either end, I'll just cut off the excess. So I'll just turn that bracket back round. Get it roughly there in place, and then look around for my drill, which isn't here. 1 second. Okay, have the drill now. Turn the bracket back around. Try not to drop the nut. Just needed to catch like that, and that's enough now. So that's how you do one end and hold the piece up at the same time. Now the next bracket along, just take your bit of rope off. Offer it up, don't worry, we'll level it up after. Just spin it on. Check your level, and we're actually bang on there. So there we go, nice and simple. And another way to go hands-free, again, turn your corner bracket round. Now lift, offer your piece up, and we want to butt them up here. And then we're just going to put a screw in here. Let's see if I can turn around so you can see what I'm doing. So we're butted up against the last piece, screwed up at the right height. Again, we're hands free. I'm tightening up on this piece of wood, but by loosening these two I can move this up or down to get it level if it needs it, and it probably will, this piece. Just go back now and drill, mount the centre part. So now there we've got the two side pieces on, they could be trimmed up. When we've got the pieces moving from them side rails to the uprights there of the door frames, excuse me, and there's an offcut that just gets mounted on there like so, and goes all the way across to the door frame. So here we are now with all the wood framing done, so all the side rails, the base rails, these door frames. I do need to put a lintel in up here for the doors, but I need to re-level this ground and check that it's all level. Then I can measure up and put a door lintel in, because the doors are preset sizes. The timber's already cut for them, they just need putting together and covering with some plastic. Yeah, so that's it really. And with these hoops and the foundation tubes, what I said was right at the start was I was going to show you how I settle them afterwards, because I'd left them fairly loose. I didn't compact them, which makes it easier for the hoops to go over them. And what I've found on another couple of tunnels I've been involved in is that over time the foundation tubes have settled, causing the actual plastic on the polytunnel to start sagging and flapping about. Once it starts flapping about, that's when it can damage, rip and tear. So same as when you put a new plant in the ground, you water it in and the soil settles around the roots of that plant. This is what I'm going to do with these holes. I'm going to fill up all of these holes over the next couple of days with water, and the fine particles will go down, settle on top of the foundation plate and underneath the foundation plate to fill that void. And then I can start stamping them down, stamping these holes down to get them nice and solid. Then we can move on. So the next thing to do really is to do those holes, dig out this ground and put in the door lintels, and then we'll sheet it. I'll come back for the sheeting because I also need to clean this frame off. I've got some alcohol and some acetone to really clean this frame up well before I put the anti-hotspot tape on. It's a tape you run up over the frame because in hot weathers like today, this will get really hot and it will burn through the plastic and cause a weak spot. So you put this anti-hotspot tape on, and that stops that transfer of heat from the steel to the plastic. So that will all be happening on either Friday or Saturday this week, and hopefully by Sunday I'll be planting this thing and getting it full. That bed there is still empty because we need to spread the plastic out before you layer it and then pull it over. That's the easiest way to do it. So once this is finished, I can plant this up and plant that bed up as well and really get moving on. The doors will come on sometime next week, and the roll-up ventilation screen and the gutters and the temporary benching I'll put in, all the extras will come in over the next couple of weeks. Once the basic structure's up, even without the doors, it's ready to plant, and then that's ready to plant, and that's really what I want to get on with. I, can't stop the gardening, so this is why I've been doing it bit by bit. So anyway, that's it for this video. Look after yourselves. I'll see you very soon. Ta-ra now.